Lili Reinhart went from being a Pier 1 sales associate to landing one of the most iconic roles on the hit TV show Riverdale. Her life changed in the blink of an eye, and millions now hang on to every tweet she posts. Why? Because the girl is known for speaking her mind, even if it causes a stir. But when haters and trolls started leaving negative comments, the stress finally made her crack. Or so it seemed. Make sure you watch this video until the end to see why Lili has been acting so strange lately. Lili Reinhart is anything but shy. The beautiful actress is not afraid to tell it like it is, especially on social media. She loves to use her platform to raise awareness about important topics, and her 14 million Instagram followers seem to be holding on to every word she says. But they better not expect her to sugarcoat things. Lili has a lot on her plate for a 22-year-old, and even though she's a tough cookie, it kind of seems like the stress of being in the spotlight is taking a toll on her. For starters, everyone around the world knows who Lili Reinhart is, but they also love her uber-popular counterpart, Betty Cooper. But there's a downside to being that famous. During the show's humble beginnings, people used to twist her words whenever she spoke her mind, so she had to spend a lot of time explaining herself and what she actually meant. Now she's a little more thoughtful about her words before speaking out or posting a message online. After all, people seem to get offended by pretty much everything. So, to avoid any backlash, she tries to choose her battles carefully. That doesn't mean the young actress is going to keep her opinions to herself, especially when it comes to important issues like mental health and body positivity. But Lili feels there's a lot of hypocrisy on social media platforms, especially when it comes to body positivity. In a way, Lili says she's not buying it. But that's not to say she doesn't believe in the movement. Lili kind of feels like people love to say one thing and then do another. And when it comes to social media, the hypocrisy is even more obvious. People love to tell others to accept and love themselves, but those are the same people who idolize flawless celebrities with a perfect face, perfect body, and a tiny waist. Understandably, Lili feels like people are claiming to be body positive just to keep up with a facade. She told Harper's Bazaar that the most followed people on social media are skinny people who have abs, long legs, silky hair, and filled-in eyebrows. And she's not wrong. But Lili isn't against loving yourself or wanting to be skinny or getting your makeup done. She's just tired of all the mixed messages social media is sending out there. On one hand, we're telling people to love themselves, flaws and all. And on the other hand, we worship celebrities and influencers who've altered every inch of their body. But it's not like Lili is suggesting people shouldn't work out or get plastic surgery. She just wants people to own up to it so we can discuss these things out in the open. Lili is not shaming anyone who wants to go under the knife. In fact, she's all about respecting other people's choices. It's not like she thinks there's anything wrong with getting plastic surgery, but she does feel like all these mixed messages are going to hurt us in the long run. From her perspective, you simply can't say one thing and then do the total opposite. When you do that, impressionable teens could get the wrong idea. When you're young and vulnerable, these seemingly perfect faces and mixed messages on social media can chip away at your self-esteem. That is something Lili had struggled with in the past, and fortunately got under control. But when it comes to altering your body with surgery, she's totally on board if it makes people happy. She gets that there are folks who look at themselves in the mirror and would love to change a few things. There are a lot of people who got plastic surgery and they're happier because of it. But Lili would love to see any of these social media gurus fess up to getting work done and stop telling everyone to love themselves the way they are. Evidently, she's not the type of girl who holds back. She's all about expressing herself and loving your body. And unlike some folks, she actually practices what she preaches. And it took a lot of confidence for this young actress to show a little more skin than Riverdale's Betty Cooper would on a recent photo shoot. Lili Reinhart knows all about taking on different characters. In fact, she had a blast showing off a different side to her on a recent photo shoot with photographer Damon Baker. She even joked that this was her chance to show off the body she's been hiding under all those Betty Cooper sweaters. For her, this shoot was all about expressing her artistic side and letting go. It also allowed her to embody her confidence and play around with her image. And her boyfriend and co-star Cole Sprouse was totally digging his girlfriend's shoot. He shared one of Lili's photos on his Instagram story and wrote, "Someone let this girl know I'm interested." But Cole wasn't the only one who was happy with Lili's shoot. Several of her castmates gave her a thumbs up, and so did her fans. But this shoot did more than just make her feel good about herself. It also distracted her from the recent negativity she's been getting on social media. Things escalated so much that it forced her to do something no one could have predicted. We'll get to that a little later. In the meantime, Lili loved morphing into different characters, and that included a certain celebrity she's a die-hard fan of. Even though Lili's character catapulted her into stardom, she's not afraid to totally stan another celeb. And let's be honest here, just because you're totally famous yourself does not mean you'll stop being a major fan of another celebrity. Even popular stars like Lili Reinhart are capable of going gaga for a megastar. And speaking of gaga, did we mention that Lili dressed up as Lady Gaga for a photo shoot? Now everyone loves playing dress up, and Lili was no exception. In this shoot, she sported a blonde wig that went down to her waist, and she was wearing a black mesh slip dress that looked seriously bomb. But of course, you can't go full Lady Gaga without embracing some of her unique fashion choices. Lili's outfits included a pair of over-the-knee black boots with fringe. She also wore a fluffy black coat and a black choker necklace. Lili's dream of playing Lady Gaga had finally come true, and she loved every minute of it. After all, do you know any other celeb who's more confident than Lady Gaga? For Lili, this is one thing she can scratch off her bucket list. And it's clear that Lili needed to take a break to detox from all the hate and have a little fun. It may not look like it, but the girl's been going through a lot lately. You can blame it on the stress that comes with becoming famous almost overnight. But it seems that being in the spotlight is really getting to her. And Lili is making sure that the haters don't win. If you think the pressure of being a Hollywood actress is gonna send Lili packing, then you don't know her one bit. She's definitely not leaving Riverdale anytime soon, or taking a break from acting. But she is taking a much-needed break from Twitter. Simply put, the trolls and negativity that have been swarming on social media finally got to her. Don't people ever get tired of being mean? Apparently, they don't. And she believes that Twitter brings out the worst in people. She doesn't blame the platform itself. She blames the 15-year-old tweens who have corrupted social media with their hatred. So finally, Lili had enough and went on Twitter and said, spreading your hate and overall negativity online won't make you any less miserable. Lili also pointed out that these trolls love to attack what they don't understand, but she managed to drown them out by shutting down her Twitter account. At least for now. Clearly, Lili doesn't like to hold anything back. We did warn you, didn't we? She's not letting social media drive her nuts. She is setting an amazing example for teens everywhere, and her efforts didn't go unnoticed. Social media has the power to do as much good as it does harm, but Lili has managed to do a lot of great things by setting an amazing example. That's why Variety magazine decided to honor her for being such a great role model. So during an interview, they allowed her to explain how celebs are often put under a microscope. Every action made and every word spoken by a star gets criticized and twisted. That alone can be pretty scary for a young celeb like Lili, don't you think? It's practically impossible to live up to everyone's expectations, and she knows she's not perfect. So instead of hiding her flaws, she opened up about them. Like the time she talked about her struggles with being bullied, body dysmorphia, and mental health. However, she does admit that social media isn't all that bad either. It's allowed actors to show fans who they really are. That's why she's always made it her mission to open up about her mistakes, setbacks, and insecurities. She has no regrets about the life she's made for herself and the choices she's made. In 2018, Lili dipped her toes into fashion by appearing in an H&M campaign. She's also the face of stylist Ilaria Urbanati and the Mighty Company's breakup collection. Did you know the collection is inspired by the phrase, "I need space," which is something you'd want when you break up with someone, hence the name. But Lili didn't appear in this campaign just for fun. The collection inspired a very powerful message with a philanthropic aspect to it. All of the proceeds go to a nonprofit called Unchained at Last. The organization is determined to put an end to forced child marriages and help people who are looking for a second chance at a new life. As grown-ups, we don't often realize how lucky we are to be able to choose who we want to date and marry and who we want to break up with. Sadly, not everyone in the world has that choice. So Lili wants to give girls and women the privilege and freedom to make those decisions. And even though she's super open about who she is online, you probably don't know the story of who the real Lili Reinhart is. In a way, she's a little bit of everything. Some people think she's more of a good Betty, while others think she's more of a bad Betty. But that's just it. No one is just one thing. And Lili is a pretty complicated creature. She's a little forward and blunt, but she's also super sensitive. And who isn't, really? People are like onions, and some of us are not proud of all the layers that makes us who we are. And while Lili may not be perfect, she's definitely okay with being human. Fans love her honesty and willingness to admit she messed up. And even when she uses social media to do good things, she has made a few mistakes along the way, like the time people accused her of tweeting something racist. In 2017, Lili tweeted a meme of a Halloween costume of a girl in black paint. She went on Twitter and wrote, "Found my Halloween costume," but her followers were livid because they thought she was being really insensitive. But Lili had no problem recognizing her woes and apologized. But that was only the beginning of her bumpy road to fame. In 2018, someone hacked her Twitter and circulated a private photo of her. But luckily, the picture was fake. No wonder Lili is taking a vacation from so much online stress. But that doesn't mean she plans on staying quiet if someone messes up. Lili may be mentally exhausted by all the hate, the trolling, and the negativity. But this girl is just getting started, and she's not letting the haters win. Do you think Lili Reinhart's doing okay, or is she cracking under the pressure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to TheTalko for more great content.